Many children and adults today are more interested in gaming, Snapchat, and TikTok. They don't read the Bible anymore and learn about my history or the history of my ancestors. The world is going in the wrong direction now.
Yes, it's sad, really. People should learn more about all the exciting stories in the Bible, not to mention what they can teach us.
We've got to do something about it, Dad.
Certainly, son, let's share the stories ourselves.
One day, Jesus and his disciples were in a quiet place, but a large crowd followed them. Jesus felt compassion for the people, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. He welcomed them and began to teach them many things about the kingdom of God. As evening approached, the disciples came to him, saying, "This is a remote place. It's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food." But Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." The disciples were astonished by his command. Philip quickly calculated. 8 months' wages would not buy enough bread for each one, have even a small bite. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, then spoke up. "Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, but how far will they go among so many people?" Jesus smiled gently. "Have the people sit down?" he instructed. There was plenty of grass there, so the men sat down, about 5,000 in number, not counting women and children. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He looked up to heaven and gave thanks to God. Then he broke the loaves into pieces. He gave them to the disciples, and the disciples in turn gave them to the people. He did the same with the 2 fish, distributing them among everyone, and all the people ate and were satisfied. It was a miraculous sight. When everyone had eaten their fill, Jesus told his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." So they gathered them and filled 12 basketfuls with the broken pieces of the 5 barley loaves and the fish that were left over. This incredible event showed the immense power and compassion of Jesus. It taught his disciples and us many valuable lessons about faith. First, we learn about Jesus' boundless compassion for humanity. He didn't just teach, he met their physical needs, showing his love. Second, it highlights the importance of bringing what little we have to God. The boy's small lunch, when offered to Jesus, became more than enough. It teaches us that even our small contributions can be used mightily by God. Third, we see God's ability to provide abundantly, even in impossible situations. The disciples saw only scarcity, but Jesus saw opportunity for a miracle. He can take our limited resources and multiply them beyond our imagination. Fourth, the story emphasizes the importance of stewardship and avoiding waste. Gathering the leftovers teaches us to be responsible with what God provides. Even after a miracle, resources are to be valued and not squandered. Finally, it reinforces Jesus' divine nature as the Son of God. Only God could perform such a feat, demonstrating his authority over creation. This miracle points to Jesus as the true bread of life, satisfying our deepest hunger. It reminds us that Jesus cares for our spiritual and physical well-being. We should trust him with our needs, no matter how great or small they seem. Just as he fed the thousands, he can provide for us today. We are encouraged to offer our talents, time, and resources to him. Even if they seem insignificant, he can use them for his glorious purposes. This story is a powerful testament to God's love, power, and provision. It calls us to have faith and to share what we have with others. Let us remember the boy's simple offering and Jesus' mighty act. May we always look to Jesus as our ultimate provider and sustainer. His compassion endures, and his power knows no bound. We can learn to be generous. Even when we feel we have little, we can trust that God will bless our efforts and multiply our gifts. The miracle of the loaves and fish continues to inspire millions. It's a timeless lesson in faith, provision, and divine love. So, when faced with challenges, remember Jesus' power to provide. He is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. Let us always be ready to share our blessings with those around us. And let us never underestimate the power of a small offering given to God. His grace is sufficient, and his strength is made perfect in weakness. The story encourages us to seek his kingdom first, and all else will be added. Truly, Jesus is the Lord who provides for all his children, a wonderful lesson for all of us to carry in our hearts.